Welcome to another episode of Straight Talk. Today we're doing something special. We have one of our clients here with us, and as always, Cameron Niggin, and with Amir here, who is one of our field personnel. Let's roll the credits, and we're gonna decide what to talk. All right, we have Shubeir here, and he tells me that this is his first day here in Istanbul.
A first day in Istanbul, but my aim purpose to coming here is just to invest here in Istanbul in real estate.
Yeah.
But I did my research in my home country a few months back. I shortlisted the agencies. The first communication was done with Mr. Peter. A nice communication and nice guide. I went through your website. It doesn't promote to buy a property. Some parts in your website, it's like guidance.
Yes, it's not all about sales.
Yeah,
it's
like
there's a lot of
guidance.
information there.
Yeah, and the guidance how to be away from the frauds, how to find your real estate, and how to to complete the new rule of the citizenship. It was helpful.
Okay.
As a first time when I came here, the first day I met Mr. Amir, very helpful agent, and I saw your videos also on YouTube. So when I was leaving the office, I saw Mr. Cameron from long, and I told
This morning, you
So
mean?
you basically,
Exactly.
So you basically saw one of our videos.
Yeah.
He knew us before coming because he
Oh.
was watching and
He
following
saw the
videos.
videos.
Yeah.
And then you saw me sitting here,
Yeah.
and that's why you wanted to come and say hi.
Yes.
So you kind of have that celebrity effect.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yes,
Oh, you're the guy from the video. Although we have a very, very small community, as you can see, real people do follow us and they really appreciate the stuff that we do, right? Okay, good. Now, I'm going to ask you one thing. Okay, what actually motivated you to choose Property Turkey instead of all the other agencies or all the other consultancies out there? What was that one thing that you said, okay, these are the guys?
Buying a property is not the small process. Anyone has to search. My advice may be to not confuse yourself going through 10 or 15 different agencies.
That's what we always say.
Yeah.
But sometimes
They
people
will-
don't take that on board.
They will confuse you. For me,
100%.
for me I have
100%.
shortlisted, like I'm comparing you with the real estate which I contacted there from my home country, Bahrain. I talked to someone, I called him, saw your ad, and I would like to ask about this property. He said yes, the broker and the sales agent. Okay. The second point and second question was, okay, who is doing the lawyer stuff, the legal
The legal
matters?
bits, yeah.
And he says, I'm the one who is doing the legal matters. Third question, okay, who is the owner? And he says, I am the owner also.
So it's like a one-man show.
And he's the guy who's doing the A to Z.
Yes.
And I told him, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Bye. These kind of the agencies will ask you to be away from them. From my first impression, Property Turkey, it's like throwing the ball in your way, in your side.
Yeah.
So you are the one who is choosing. They are doing the consultancy role more than just selling and get the commission. And
For us, consultancy is the way to do it. I mean, we always talk to our advisors. We always say, and I always repeat it to everybody: do not sell.
Yeah.
Give advice. Of course, at the end of the day, we are a business and we earn something out of this, clear. And everyone knows that. But we don't need to sell. At the end of the day, if it's Istanbul you come to, or any other part of Turkey where we have our own offices like Bodrum, Antalya, Kalkan, Fethiye, in all these areas we exist. We have smaller, but we have our own offices. We know the market. We have very large portfolio in all these cities. So for us, it's not a case of us trying to sell this to you or that to you. For us, it's a case of what's most suitable for you as a buyer.
We're basically for lifestyle and investment, right?
Yeah.
I mean, lifestyle do play a big part in what we do.
Of course.
So we understand that people want to invest money and make profit out of it, but at the end of the day, they must be aware of what kind of a lifestyle they will get if they want to live. So that's why we have so much information on our website, be like blogs, videos, and we have so much stuff that have nothing to do with real estate.
True.
Just lifestyle, just information.
Interestingly, do you know what the most popular article is on our website?
What?
Poisonous animals of Turkey.
Really?
We have an article that was written back in 2013
Okay.
by Amy, and it's actually entitled Poisonous Animals of Turkey. It's the most read article on our website of all times.
Basically, buying properties is a kind of package. It's not just choose a property and just rush there and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you want to know what kind of poisonous animals there might be in the area that you buy.
So I understand you made your search online and you decided to come here and work with us. So what was your process after then? So I'm sure that one of our consultants
Peter.
here at
Peter there.
Was it Peter?
You met Peter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter,
The first
come, please.
communication and first
But
chatting
Peter is your advisor.
with Peter.
Here's the guy who's been on the phone with you for quite a while, I
Come
take
in,
it.
come in. Yeah.
how are you? My
Okay.
nice colleague.
So you basically got the first contact with Peter here, right? Okay. Then what happened?
There was a communication through WhatsApp
Yeah.
between me and Peter. The good thing from his side is, or from the property Turkey side, is that they are asking about your need. You are coming to Istanbul. What is the reason? Are you
Yeah.
going to? My first aim, it was just purchasing a villa, because in my country we are not used to live in residence apartments.
You live in Bahrain,
In
don't
Bahrain,
you?
yeah. We are not used to live in apartments. We mostly living in villas. I came there with mindset that I'm gonna purchase a villa. But the way that guide me, the way that ask me that what's your needs, we have ended up that the apartments will be more suits for you at the moment, at this time.
Because that's the most common type of housing in Istanbul. Not just in Istanbul, but all around Turkey.
Generally Istanbul, because in Istanbul, if you're looking to buy a villa as opposed to an apartment, and if you want quality, if you want a decent, good neighborhood, if you want a little bit of space around you in terms of garden, external and outside space, once you start putting these boxes
That's going to
together,
cost you a lot.
and once you start ticking all those boxes, then the price really escalates in Istanbul. And then you'll find yourself way outside the town center in areas like Büyükçekmece, Beylikdüzü, Silivri,
Or Kemerburgaz, where I'm living.
or Kemerburgaz, which are suburban parts. And even in these areas, even though they're suburban, if you're looking for something of good quality, because you're buying a villa, so you want space, you don't want to cram yourself into a 100 square meter property just to call it a villa, then the price really goes up. It's easier to manage, and generally complexes that offer good luxury apartments, what we call residences, they come with a lot better facilities than what villa complexes offers. Because generally villa complexes, they're just villas and hardly any facilities.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't live in this country, if you're going to come and go, then having a nice residence, a high quality residence in an area that is very centrally located to the main attractions of Istanbul makes a lot of sense.
So you came with the idea of investing into a villa or buying a villa, and Peter here actually directed you into say, look, if you're gonna invest into Istanbul, this is what you should do. The most common type of apartments here, the housing here is apartments. Their prices are suitable for investment. That's what you should go with. And then you book your tickets and come to Turkey.
Yeah.
You came last night.
You came last night?
Yes.
Okay. Then you met Amir, right?
After I spoke to Peter, we set an appointment. The first person I met, it was Mr.
Amir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice chat that we had in the office. So we had all this conversation regarding the options, regarding the villas, because most of the people who are coming from GCC, because I used to live in GCC countries.
You lived in Dubai, didn't you?
Yeah, for about 7 years somehow. So I know that the standards of living in these type of countries is quite different with Istanbul. Many people are coming with the same mindset. Buy a villa here as a good investment option, which is not correct actually. As a consultant, as an advisor, again, our duty is to just deliver the information to the clients, regardless what type of property they want to buy. They have to have the knowledge of properties, about the options, about the fact and figures in the city. So this is what we're usually doing for all of the clients. This is very important because all the clients understand the difference. That's why many people are just pushing to sell the products, but they have no product to sell basically. We're just doing the advisory, and I think we are good in this matter.
And this is what we say our clients before they even come here. What we will do for you is we'll put you in a position to be able to make a well-informed decision. The decision is yours, but we want to make sure that you can make a well-informed decision. Because Istanbul is huge, if you're looking at Istanbul, and you've never been here.
No.
Let me ask you something. When you go online, and this is the biggest difficulty we face with our clients. When you go online and when you start searching for property in Istanbul and you approach companies offering properties in Istanbul, and there are hundreds, thousands of them. Not only there are hundreds and thousands of companies offering all sorts of real estate in Istanbul, but when you look at Istanbul itself, it's a massive city, 20 million almost population, and it has so many areas. How do you rationalize that as you are trying to gather some information? How do you know, as a foreign potential investor or home buyer, whether Kartal is a good area, or whether Nişantaşı is a better area, or whether you should be looking at Bahçeşehir, or when you talk to some agents that heavily push, let's say, Başakşehir? How do you go about doing that?
I have contacted, to be honest, 4 to 5 agencies. The small agencies, what I recognize, I think there is an application called
Sahibin.
Yeah.
We have such application in our country as well.
Of course.
And I recognize that almost 80% of these ads are fraud.
They're not real.
Are frauds.
They're not real.
Many fake advertisements.
They're not real.
I have chosen a favorites list from like 20 villas, and on daily basis you can see the drop down of the prices, like it's starting by 2.5 million. It goes
like boom, 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 like a lottery.
1.5, and most of these villas are located in Büyükçekmece, Beylikdüzü, in that area.
Those areas, they're selling one-bedroom apartments for $20,000.
I know.
$20,000. Is it possible, Peter, Amer, say something?
It's not doable at all.
Is it possible to have a room in Istanbul for $20,000?
But it's possible to see all this type of advertisement in such an application, all this type of advertisement in many other websites, not only Sahibin.
But Sahibin then is notorious for that.
Yeah.
So you've come here, you don't know the areas. What do you feel now after one day?
To be honest, I just went through the map and asked. Overall, I know that the heart of the city is Shishli, Maslak, and these areas. But I was not aware that the areas like Büyükçekmece and Bahçeşehir is very far away from the city. And if I am going to buy a property there and to be live there, I may spend a lot from there to be coming and going, and I don't know what is the situation there. How is the property appearance at night? Is the area safe? It's not safe. How much I have to cost on daily basis to just move from my house to get the necessary item, like to go to the shops and
there are shops. There are shops, no problem. In all those suburban areas, there are shops.
No, but the point here is that's what we do.
What do you mean?
Of course, we advise on the investment part of real estate here in Istanbul, but people don't know anything about areas. So all these questions that he's asking, they're all natural questions.
Of
Only an advisory firm like us, or someone, a kind of a firm who that dedicated itself to answering questions like that, can answer these questions.
At the end, Istanbul is a very nice city. I'm not saying that Bahçeşehir or Büyükçekmece or Beylikdüzü they are bad areas.
No.
It depends on your needs.
Absolutely, it really does.
If you are above 65 years and you are retired, and
you might want to base yourself in Bahçeşehir. Quiet, greener, nice. You don't want to move around too much. You just want to relax a little bit. But if you're a young person,
And you want to have access to all the
facilities,
there.
and you want to have a more of a vibrant lifestyle,
And it's
more
Bomonti.
cosmopolitan lifestyle,
Bomonti right here.
then I lived in Bomonti for 4.5 years. And
Me
I love
too.
it.
We actually live there side by side.
We live side by side.
Actually, we made a video about Bomonti
Oh, we did,
with,
didn't
with
we?
Justin. Okay, please watch that video also. I'm gonna put it on the link description. All right.
So what have you done today?
first discussion. Then we had to three projects or two
No,
to
two,
three
three
projects.
but basically we focused to the locations this time.
Where did you go? What did you see?
We just take a look at Bomonti area at the first because basically we were in Bomonti.
Yeah.
And his hotel also located in Bomonti. He asked me when I picked him up from the hotel. He said that, did I reserve in the right place? I told him, come on, this is the best place you reserve your hotel.
Yeah, Bomonti.
You are in the heart of city. Before going anywhere, we came to the
You,
office.
you
we
started
had a
with the
chat,
area.
and then we went to start with the area. We picked some option as a sample just to have a quick look because basically he had enough time to spend and see the options.
Of course.
So today we just spend a bit time to see the locations, different areas, all the way from Bomonti to Maslak. He had a good research, by the way, before coming here. He did a very good paperwork before coming. All the
Yeah.
paperwork for the citizenship is already done, which surprised
So you're
me.
almost well informed before arrival.
Doing my research before coming.
Because
here
we have
to-
clients, I'm not kidding, who ask this question. Do Asians live on the Asian side of Istanbul?
Yeah.
I've heard this question.
And
Not
most
once,
of,
not
maybe
twice.
most of them they don't know that like the sample information like the Ataturk airport is not going to operate anymore.
Oh, yes.
They don't have.
They don't have that
such,
idea.
Such information.
They don't
So
have that idea.
I was communicating with Sir Peter regarding the villas. I asked him to shortlist two villas. He never told me over the WhatsApp that we are not going to show you these villas. He told me that okay, we will take a round to these villas. Means that at the end the decision is yours.
Of course.
Yes.
But
Definitely.
I am going to advise and give you the consultancy, but the decision at the end is yours.
Of course, it has to be your
This was
decision.
the first impression when I came to your company. It's like that you are not pushing the client to sign.
No,
Yeah.
we don't push, but if we sense that the client wants to do it, we encourage the client.
You will
We help
follow
the
up.
client.
You will follow
We-
up
we
and
will.
You
We will.
you will encourage them.
Yeah, we will.
If I buy a property from you or
Yeah.
any other, but
And
it
this
was-
is,
it
sorry
was-
for
it was-
interruption, this is a very
it-
good
it
part.
was-
He's still not purchased it.
Oh yeah, he has.
Oh, yeah, he has.
He's,
Yeah,
he's
he
going
has.
and looking, and
Exactly.
he is.
he's
It means that
assessing.
he's not yet bought from us.
Yes.
This is a valuable part of this.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I love it because he's basically it's a person who is in Turkey, in Istanbul for the very first time, and he's looking. He spent a day with Amir, our field consultant. He spent probably weeks, if not months, with Peter, our client advisor, before coming, and now he is here after the first day.
But as a first impression, it was a very nice impression, and
Yep.
it was a pleasure for me to
Likewise,
Yes.
I hope you'll find just the right property.
hope so.
And we'll do our best for you in terms of getting the right price, looking after you afterwards. You have our word for that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You have our word.
That's the idea. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
for
what an episode. So,
I like this one.
Yeah,
this is a
me
very
too.
very good one.
all right. See you in the next episode.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.